Spot 'em, squish 'em, scrape 'em. No, this isn't the tagline to this year's cool graphic video game or to this summer's blockbuster movie. This is what the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture's website is hoping you do to a particular insect that is pestering our area. The spotted lanternfly, although a beautiful insect, is an invasive pest that wreaks havoc on the agriculture of Pennsylvania and its neighboring states. It's interesting that both government and animal agencies are condoning killing a living thing, but that's exactly how bothersome these pests have become to our area. The spotted lanternfly, or Lycorma delicatula, is a winged insect that resembles the mix between a grasshopper and a moth in the adult stage. They are native to China, Bangladesh, and Vietnam, but somehow have made their way to the United States. They were first spotted in Berks County, Pennsylvania in 2014. Since then, they have multiplied exponentially, thus forcing many counties to enact strict quarantining guidelines. The spotted lanternflies are excellent hitchhikers and love to cling on the underside of cars, trucks, and firewood. It's these hitchhiking qualities that some have theorized how they landed in the United States in the first place. Many suggest that they were brought over on shipping containers from China and then trucked into the surrounding counties. Many counties have prohibited campers from bringing firewood in and out of camp for fear that the spotted lanternflies would be brought out of these quarantine zones. On Penn State Extension's website, it stated that 26 out of the 67 counties in Pennsylvania are currently under quarantine. But Pennsylvania is not the only state affected. The United States Department of Agriculture, Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services website reports that the spotted lanternflies have already spread to Delaware, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, and Virginia. The spotted lanternfly goes through 4 different growth stages. First, the females lay eggs on the preferred host trees in late fall. According to Cornell's College of Agriculture and Life, the females lay 1 to 2 egg masses containing 30 to 60 eggs. She covers them with a creamy putty-like substance which hardens over time and is camouflaged against the tree's bark. In May, early June, the first instar nymphs begin to hatch. They are approximately 1/4 inch long and are black with little white spots. When they start to appear, some people confuse them with mosquitoes or fireflies, but they are not. Between June and July, the second and third instar nymphs are approximately 1/2 inch long and are still black with little white spots. From July to early September, the fourth instar nymphs appear and they are red and black with white spots. They eventually molt like a typical insect does, and then they take their adult form. When not in flight, the spotted lanternflies look like a short grasshopper with tannish pink wings with black spots. When in flight, the spotted lanternfly opens up its wings to reveal red, black, yellow, and white on the inside of the wings and resembles a moth, like the picture shown here. Both nymph and adult spotted lanternflies have very powerful spring-loaded legs and can hop far distances. They are extremely fast, which makes trying to squish them very challenging. The spotted lanternflies have certain trees that they prefer as hosts. Their favorite is the tree of heaven. The tree of heaven is also an invasive species from China, so it's only fitting that they prefer them. In the nymph and adult stages, they climb up the top of the trees to feed on the nectar. They are often blown down by winds, and all they do is just climb right back up to feed. According to Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture's website, other species of trees that they prefer are willows, maples, poplars, birches, ashes, and other sap-producing trees. Since the spotted lanternfly is an invasive species, there are no known predators to help control their population. This is the reason for their exponential infestation. According to Adam Herman of the Philly Voice, in its native country of China, there are little tiny wasps that help keep the spotted lanternfly's population in check. These wasps are so small that you can hardly see them. Scientists have already brought these wasps to the United States to test their effectiveness of controlling the spotted lanternfly populations. Their tests are in controlled labs because they still don't know what the effects of releasing these wasps into our ecosystem can do. Another thing that they're trying to do to control the population is research a type of fungi that was found in Berks County, Pennsylvania, the very place where the spotted lanternflies were first discovered. Researchers have noticed that there are huge swaths of dead lanternflies where this fungi is present. This fungi could help decimate the populations, although more research is being conducted as we speak. So why is the spotted lanternfly such a problem, you may ask? The answer is agriculture. The overwhelming amount of spotted lanternfly populations in our area are decimating the local vegetation in a couple different ways. The first way is that they love to feed on grapevines, which are their favorite. They also feed on other fruit-bearing trees and farmed vegetables. This is having a devastating effect on crops that are needed to generate revenue for the state of Pennsylvania. According to forestinvasives.ca, Pennsylvania produces approximately $24 million annually from grapevine production, $134 million from apple production, and another $24 million from other fruits. The second way that they are hurting the agriculture of Pennsylvania is probably the most costly, and that is killing trees. Spotted lanternflies secrete a sugary substance called honeydew. This honeydew encourages a growth of a black sooty mold. This mold is very dangerous to trees and can eventually kill them. Pennsylvania makes approximately $12 billion a year from the logging industry. So the killing of trees as a result from this mold can have a huge financial impact on our economy. There are a few different things that us residents can do to help combat the spread of these invasive species. One is trapping and killing. There are many stores and websites that sell a glue band that you can wrap around your tree. When the spotted lanternflies walk up to the tree to feed, they get caught in this glue and eventually die. The downfall with these traps is that other native insects can get caught in them as well. I have seen people combine the glue trap with a screen mesh on top, and that seems to help. This is an example of one right here where someone took the screen and put it on top of the glue trap bands. Another type of trap that you can do is one that you can make yourself. The spotted lanternflies don't like stepping on sticky surfaces. So if you take tape with the sticky side facing out and then you put a pool noodle right above that, they will keep walking until they find a gap. That is a gap that you created yourself that funnels them into a plastic bag. Once they get trapped in the plastic bag, they can't get themselves out and they eventually die. This is an example of one that I actually made on my house with a glue trap, the pool noodle, and then a plastic bag that contains them. Other effective things to do to get rid of the spotted lanternflies are scrape egg masses if you find them on the trees, cutting down preferred trees like the tree of heaven, and plain old trying to step on them if you can. Like many things in life, if it doesn't directly affect you personally, you tend to ignore it. Such is the case with the spotted lanternfly. Many people see them and don't know what they are and don't know what to do with them. The more we educate people about this invasive species' destructive properties, the better chance we can have of fighting them. The spotted lanternfly is an invasive species that needs to be eliminated for the future of our agriculture industry. Every resident should do what they can to make sure that these pests are eradicated. Remember, if you do see a spotted lanternfly, spot them, squish them, and scrape them. Thank you very much.